Today morning I decided maybe I should go back and play at my home course. It's been a while since I played there. I am on my way to Lindo golf course, where I'll be playing the Lindo Dal, the first 9 holes. Let's go have some fun. So today we're playing the Lindo Dal. This is the first hole, par 4, 325 meters for the yellow. We tee off here, go over the lake, and somewhere behind there, over the bunker, is the green. So let's go for it. So on the first hole, the idea is to go straight down if you're not a long hitter, but what we plan to do is probably go a little over the lake, so probably the line of the tree, get closer to the fairway, and hopefully then it should be either a 9-iron or a pitching wedge onto the green. So let's get tucked in. Not a bad drive for the morning. So now that I was expecting that it would come a little more on the fairway, but yeah, so yeah. So I'm taking 8-iron, trying to get onto the green now, or at least short of the green, so that we can just chip in. So let's see how this goes. So now as you see, like the tee is on the back, so it's a white flag today. It's a little longer chip than I thought. Taking a wedge and try a little chip and run. It didn't happen. It's indecent, but nevertheless, but outside of the fringe, it's still more or less a straight putt, breaking a little to the right. Let's see if we can get this one. Ah, no. I'll have to take this engage for no. Now we are up to hole 2. It's the par 3, 155 meters approximately from the yellow tee, so we'll be teeing off from there, heading down through the forest to the flag, the red flag there. So it's red, so it's probably in the front of the green. Let's get tucked in. So for me, from here it says 152 meters. This is sort of in between 2 clubs for me, so I'm going for a higher one, like a 6-iron, and see where I land. went a little to the left of the green. Here we are in a bit of a deeper lie than I would have liked. Might be, hopefully, a decent chip and run. Or maybe just a chip and stop. Let's see. Well, it's on the green. So now we are on hole 3, par 4, 325 meters from the yellow. We tee off there and go all the way down there to the flag. What I would love and hate about this hole is that it is a lot of woods on both sides, as you saw on the 3 par hole also as well. In this case, basically if you hook, you're in the woods. If you slice, you're in the woods. You can forget about your ball. So like what I would like to play is a little bit of a control shot. So I go with my 3 wood, try and get it somewhere between the left and the middle, and then continue for a longer shot. From there. And let's see how this goes. Went a little right, but we'll find it. So our lovely greenkeepers are keeping track of the balls, the greens, and she just waved me to come through. It's not the best lie, but let's see how I go with this one. On the green, so can't complain. Still a little left of the flag here, but we still have 2 putts on the green, so let's see how close we get to the pin. So we're on hole 4, par 3, 130 meters. We tee off up there and make the ball fly all the way down there. So this one, although it looks short, is a very difficult one. Your margin for error is really small on this one. You have water, bunker, you have the green, so and it looks very narrow from here. But then you have a slope that goes into the water. So let's see how we do with this one. I'm trying to aim a little to the left, hopefully get it closer to the pin, and then tip it in, because it's a red flag, so it's probably right in the front of the green. So let's see. So it's not as close as we thought it was, but we'll see if we can get it close for a par or even a birdie. So close for a par. Now we are hole number 5, par 4, stroke index 1. Apparently supposed to be one of the most difficult ones here. We tee off there, all the way down to the end, to the green there. It is scattered with a lot of bunkers on the way, hence the difficulty. So let's see how we fare on this one. On this one, we try to keep the ball to the center of the fairway. Although it is wide, you don't have much margin for error, because if you go left or right, more or less you will not find the ball. So let's see how it goes. Yeah. A little lower than what I wanted, but yeah, it does the job. There is a fair bit left to the green. From what I see here, it's about 230 meters. I'm going to use my 3-wood, try and get closer and hope to be maybe a pitching distance from the flag, but let's see how it goes. It's down on the left of the fairway. Hopefully we can get this working. So now that we're here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a pitching wedge. This is in between clubs for me, so I won't hit it as hard as I normally do, and then see where it goes. A bit over, but can be worked with. We have a lovely greenkeepers here who are very accommodating. I just need to finish my putt. So let's see, it's a decently long downhill putt. And it's quite a wet ground, so nay. 2, 3. And that's for a par. There we go. Snapping hole 6, par 5. Although it looks like a long par 5, but it isn't. We'll be teeing off from here and go straight down, and just to the left there on the woods is the green. And yeah, so here I've chosen to go with 3-wood rather than a driver. I rather that I hit a straighter 3-wood than a driver I can't control right now. So yeah, that is on the fairway. Let's go to shot 2. Although we have been in the center of the fairway, here one of the problems that we always face is that the fact that although we have a very thin margin here on the right, it's all water. It's definitely not doable to the green in one shot, unless you're Bryson DeChambeau, which I am not. And so I'm going to take a 5-wood, get a controlled drop in the center, and hopefully another longer iron, maybe not, to the green. It was a little fat, but nevertheless it was a decent shot. This is a half decent shot. We are trying to go in under the green from here. It is quite a wide green. It's a white flag, so it's at the back of the green. So we have about 156 meters from here. Let's see how we fare. It's rolled a little to the right of the green, but yeah, we're there. So as you can see, it's a decently long putt. What we're going to try and do is get closer to the pin and see if we can drop it in for a par. And there we go, the fourth one. No pressure at all. And that's a par. So now we're at hole 7, par 4, 340 meters. We will tee off there. Going down that one, we have some water, as you can see the red pin. So ideally I want to stop there and go in for the green. And you can see it's the red flag, so it's in the front of the green. Get down in the middle of the fairway, and hopefully if it's long enough, then maybe another 4 iron or a 5 wood. Ideally it could be less, but yeah, everything depends on how the first one goes, if it goes to plan. So let's see. That looks like what I was planning, so yeah. So the layup is not bad. We are 135 meters from the center of the green. I'll try and go over the lake playing the hero shot, and hopefully we get it onto the green. We are a little left of the flag. So after that glorious shot, let's see if we can get it down for a birdie. Not this time. Par it is. Now we are at hole 8, par 4, stroke index 17. We'll be teeing off there. Go all the way behind, and behind the trees is the green. Again, we'll try and play a little smart. This is a very drivable hole, but I love my 3 wood. We'll try and keep it in the center of the fairway, and on the second shot try and get to the green. So let's see. It's more to the left. It was straight down, but it is more to the left of the fairway, which should give me a clean line to the flag. Although I really can't see the flag from here, I hope it is not in an awkward position. So yeah, it's a good 120 meters to the green. The greens have been cut freshly. It's amazing to play in the morning when they have just cut the grass. The greenkeepers are still around. Let's get tucked in. It's rolled onto the green. The ball is a fair bit away from the flag. I completely forgot about the rule that it goes downhill on this side. It has been a while since I played here. Well, this is going to be a long putt. Let's see if we can get it closer to the pin and hope for a par. That was a completely misread putt. Well, you win some, you lose some. And that's a bogey. So now we're at hole 9. It's a par 5, stroke index 9, playing for 425 meters. So we are going to tee off here. And it basically goes around the hill to the left. So our aim is to get our ball somewhere there to be able to get a direct approach to the green. So again, I'm going to try and keep the ball on the right, and this time I'm using a 3-wood again. Earlier my drives were not as long, so I would use the driver, but yeah, just to keep it safe because the greenkeepers are still working, so a little bit of respect for them as well. I'm going to keep it on the fairway, hopefully, and we go from there. That was not the plan, but it will do the job. So we came a little too right of the fairway. The fairway is a mile on that side, but I guess we have a better line from here if we can get this up in the air. I'm using my 3-wood again. The idea is to go over the water and more towards the fairway, and then maybe in the next shot it should be a quick chip and run onto the green, hopefully. So let's see. Yeah, sometimes things go as per plan. So like this time it is down on the fairway. We should be chipping it in. It's a white flag, so it is on the back of the green. So let's get closer and see what we have to deal with. So I can't complain about the lie. It is a pretty decent lie. It is a good 85 meters to the pin, or actually almost 100 meters to the pin. The green slopes to the right, goes into a bunker. So I will either try to keep it more to the left or to the center of the green and try and give it a bit of a spin. So let's see how it goes. I saw the ball fall in the right place, but we don't know where it's rolled off to. So I couldn't have complained about the shot. So the ball is pretty close to the pin. Now, it is a fair bit of distance, but if we get it right, it is a birdie. Otherwise, we go home with a par. So let's hope for the best. Up, nope, that was not the case. So we go home with a par. Nevertheless, it was a great round. I hope you enjoyed watching the first 9 holes here at Lindadal. Until next time.